Hello friends, welcome back to Perfect Academy. In the previous videos, we saw how to recover deleted files and how to recover formatted drives. We also saw how to recover damaged, corrupted, dynamic or undetected drives, provided they are detected in disk management with their full capacity. Now let's move on to the next level. This is software-based, and you will find this feature very useful in the future, creating images of drives. This will be at a basic level. There are only 2 or 3 options in this, not many more. The rest of the process is exactly the same, no changes. So understanding this is very important for you. And it's very simple, it's not a difficult task. Just understanding it once will make it easy for you to understand. If you don't understand it the first time, watch the video 2 or 3 times. But I believe you will understand the whole thing in one go, because we explain it in such a way, and it's simple, not hard at all. In data recovery, the problem is that we don't know what to do, otherwise nothing is that difficult. So today we will see what a drive image is and what needs to be done with the image. Okay? So today we'll look at one part of imaging. Image. Now let me explain what an image is. Creating an image is not like taking a photograph. This image is something that compresses all the data on your entire drive into a single file. That's called an image, it's called a file image. And then there's a disk image. What does a disk image do? It takes your drive and transfers all the data from your damaged drive to another drive of the same or larger capacity. Even if there are bad sectors, it avoids the bad sectors and transfers all the data to the other drive. That's called a disk image. And what is a file image? It's the same process, but it takes the data from the damaged drive and compresses it into a single file. After that, we use that file in RStudio. And the file image is, we need to open it and scan it to completely extract the data. Friends, in our future, 98% of the cases we'll encounter will be like this, where the drive is damaged. Delete or format cases come up 2 to 5 times at most, but in this field, we have to move forward on this path. So today we will see a live case of what an image looks like. Okay, so today first of all we open RStudio. RStudio is an excellent software that we will always use in our work. We will create a live image with it. Okay, we have a SanDisk pen drive here, and we'll create an image of it. Now the image is opened from here, and the image is created from here. Okay, we saw the scan. We can open any partition by double-clicking or using this option. We saw that. Now let's see. Disk image, that is creating a disk image. Just like we recovered data in that method, we will image it here. Now when is imaging useful? When do we need to image our data? If our drive has bad sectors and the head is not weak, there's no head issue with the pen drive. But if the head is weak in the drive, then we have to recover it in the machine by disabling one head. If the head is not weak, then we can recover it with software as well. There is another software for this, which we will discuss later. But right now we need to understand what a disk image is and how an image is created. We are going to see a complete live demo of that today. Okay, this is our drive which already has data. We will create an image of it. Sometimes what happens is that the partition it appears, but when we try to open it, it doesn't work. We try to scan it from here. It doesn't proceed further. In that situation, we have one more option left, which is image creation. Now this image creation option is available in very few software programs. Besides RStudio, it's also available in a couple of other software programs, but RStudio is considered the best in the data recovery software field. So let's see how the image is created, okay? Simply select the partition as we did in the previous videos, and then click on Create Image. As soon as you create the image, you will get the image creation option, okay? So from there, you have to create a location. Let's say I go to the desktop from here, and I want to save it here. I'll create a folder here and name it RStudio Image. We need to go inside that folder and save the image with the name we want. Now, there are two options here. Two images are different. One is that we select a file, meaning the entire data will be contained in one file. The second option here could be that a second pen drive is needed alongside this pen drive. But that option is available in the machine, not here, or it's available in another software that we would use, not in this one. But it's exactly the same, only here a file is created, while in the other, the entire drive is cloned. It's like copying one to the other, nothing else. The data that was in this drive will be transferred to the other drive. The advantage of this is that if the drive has bad sectors, it won't let us proceed with other options. However, this software isolates the bad sectors, extracts the data from them, and puts it into a new image or a new drive. It puts it in a file, and its name is image. Now, what are these two options? These two options. This will create an image from the drive with only the amount of data that is present, and this will create an image of the same size, sector by sector, as the capacity of our drive. So now you can choose any of these. Quite often this option won't work, so you'll have to do this one. Okay, this is byte by byte according to the capacity. A full image of that capacity will be created, and it will create an image of all sectors, even those where our data is not stored. And this one will only create an image of the sectors where our data is present. Okay, so right now we'll select byte by byte. You can select any option. Okay, now we'll create a byte by byte image and go to the desktop, and where we created the RStudio image folder, we'll create the image there. We'll name it image as well and then save it, just like we used to recover data. There are no other options. Drive scan, drive image will start. As you can see here, once it's finished, all our data from this pen drive will be transferred to that location on the pen drive where our image is being created. It will come into that image. Okay, the entire data will be in one image. Yes, the image will be created, and then I will show you how to open it. Until then, I'll pause the video. Hello friends, we can see that about 90% of our image has been created. So after waiting for just 2 or 5 minutes, our entire image will be ready. After that, we will also open the image and see it. So please wait for 2 minutes. It has reached 97%. Now our image will be finished in just 1 minute, approximately, considering it's a 15 GB or 16 GB pen drive. It has created the image in 15 minutes. The speed is quite good. The studio speed is very good. So now this is the image creation is almost complete, meaning the image has been successfully created. Okay, now what do we need to do with that image? First, let's look at the image, where it was created and what it looks like. Okay, we're on the desktop in RStudio, where this image.dsk file is located. This is our image, which contains all the data from our pen drive. Now let's try to open it. What happens? Double-clicking won't open it. We'll have to open it using the recovery software. Okay? So I'm opening it in the recovery software. I'm opening it in my RStudio. It will open in that. Okay, to open it, what do we need to do? Open image. After that, we need to open the image where our data is located in RStudio. Okay, image. Now sometimes there are other types of images, so we don't see them directly. So we have to go here and select all images, all files. Then any type of data recovery image will be visible to you. This is especially important. Sometimes when we create an image in DFL or another program, the image doesn't show up directly and we wonder why it's not visible. So we have to select all images from here. Okay, image, DSK, open. Now let's see what happens. Look, our image has opened. Now we'll double click on it. When we try, we get all the data that was in the image created from our pen drive. We got all the data from this image. Now let's see if the data in that image and the data in this image are actually the same. So first, let's open this pen drive. Okay. It also has two folders, JPG and vector. And the image we created also has two folders, vector and JPG. Now quite often it might happen that if we double click on it, it doesn't open. So just like we scan drives, we need to scan this as well, and after scanning the entire process of scanning that we saw in the previous video, we can do the same here. But we don't need to do all that right now. Okay. We can open our data this way and save it by right-clicking, or we can recover it from there. So I hope you have understood the process of creating this image. There is no difference between this and other images. It just makes the drives look like this, and all the data comes into a single file. We will look at this again later when we go to DFL for image creation. This option is not available here yet. So you must have understood how the image is created. The only difference between this and other hard disk images is that this software does not give you the option to cut or bypass a faulty head, whereas the machine provides that option. We will see that later, but this should be clear to you. It must be clear by now how an image is created, okay? You can create an image in a single image file for a hard drive up to 500 GB. If it's more than 500 GB, then you will have to clone it directly to the drive. We will see that option later. When we come to the DFL machine, in any software, the option to connect the head or disconnect the head has not been given yet. And it probably won't be possible, because it's only possible in the hardware. So thank you very much. I hope you understood this topic in our videos. Thank you.